Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to finish our story that I've been reading, which is The Magic Treehouse number 3, which is Mummies in the Morning by Mary Pope Osborne. Okay, the chapter is chapter 10. This is the last chapter, Another Clue. Late morning sunlight shone through the treehouse window. Shadows danced on the walls and ceiling. Jack took a deep breath. He was lying on the floor of the treehouse. I wonder what Mom's making for lunch, said Annie. She was looking out the window. Jack smiled. Lunch. Mom. Home. It all sounded so real, so calm and safe. I hope it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, he said. He closed his eyes. The wood floor felt cool. Boy, this place is a mess, said Annie. We'd better make it neater in case Em comes back. Jack had almost forgotten about Em. Would they ever meet the mysterious Em, the person who seemed to own all the books in the treehouse? Let's put the Egypt book on the bottom of the pile, said Annie. Good idea, said Jack. He needed a rest before he visited any more ancient tombs. Let's put the dinosaur book on top of the Egypt book, said Annie. Yeah, good, said Jack. And a long rest before he visited another Tyrannosaurus Rex. The castle book can go on the very top of the pile, said Annie. Jack nodded and smiled. He liked thinking about the knight on the cover of the book. He felt as if the knight were his friend. Jack, said Annie, look. Jack opened his eyes. She was pointing at the wooden floor. What is it? He asked. You have to see for yourself. Jack groaned as he got up. He stood next to Annie and looked at the floor. He didn't see anything. Turn your head a little, said Annie. You have to catch the light just right. Jack tipped his head to one side. Something was shining on the floor. He tipped the letter M. It shimmered in the sunlight. This proved the treehouse belonged to M. So this would be a great time to predict. Who do you think this person might be? Where is this person? All right. Absolutely for sure. No question. No doubt about it. Jack touched the M with his finger. His skin tingled. Just then the leaves trembled. The wind picked up. Let's go down now, he said. Jack grabbed his backpack. Then he and Annie climbed down the ladder. As they stood on the ground below the treehouse, Jack heard a sound in the bushes. Who's there? He called. The woods grew still. I'm going to bring the medallion back soon, Jack said loudly. And the bookmark, too. Both of them, tomorrow. Who are you talking to? Asked Annie. I feel like Em is nearby, Jack whispered. Annie's eyes grew wide. Should we look for him? But just then their mother's voice came from the distance. Jack! Annie! Jack and Annie looked around at the trees. Then they looked at each other. Tomorrow, they said together, and they took off running out of the woods. They ran down their street. They ran across their yard. They ran into their house. They ran into their kitchen. They ran right into their mom. She was making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then that's the end. All right. So I'm at the end of the chapter. And the cool thing is it tells us what the next chapter is going to be, or the next book is going to be. And so book number 4 is called Magic Treehouse number 4, Pirates Past Noon. At the top it says, don't miss the next Magic Treehouse book in which Jack and Annie find a secret map and ruthless pirates. And so this is the cover it shows you. So I hope that you are enjoying these Magic Tree House books. I do want you to know that these are a perfect book for most of you, that you can read this because you're ready for second grade. So you might check these out in the library. The public library would be a good place for you to look. Again, the author of these books are Mary Pope Osborne, and there are many books in this series. According to this one, which it was from, let's see what year it was. This book was published, 1993. So it's been a little bit longer. It's been a long time since this book first came out. That at that time there were 28 books in this series. So I bet there are more now because it's been a long time since this book was written. So again, the book is Mummies in the Morning, the Magic Tree House series number 3. And I hope that you look for number 4 and keep reading because these are great books for you. All right.